The one who pulls out the sword will become king.
Now what better way is there to start a game? This is the one who pulls out the sword will be crowned king, as you might have guessed. This is an experimental game about, well, pulling out a sword and becoming king if we make it. So like the Arthurian legend, you've all heard of it, I assume. Very famous. Anyways, oh, I can't even walk. I can only use the mouse and I can't even turn around any further. So okay, we only have a 180-degree field of view. Well, that's enough to pull out the sword, so let's try it. I'm pulling, but of course it won't work. Who would have expected that it would work? It would have been way too easy. So what must we do? I'm trying to push up the mouse, but nothing happens. So what if I right click? Wait, did it move a little bit? Oh, what if I turn all the way around? Nah, nothing happens. Okay. Let me just keep trying. I'll just keep pushing the mouse upwards. And eventually we'll make it, right? This game must have an ending after all, right? There's got to be an ending. There has to be something. All games need an ending, right? Well, actually, I'm aware of games that say they don't have an ending, but how is that meant to work? I mean, yes, unless it's like an arcade game, we just try to get a high score. Something has to happen. But hey, who cares? We'll just keep pulling on that sword. We want to be the king of Britain, like Arthur. We want to do that. Please! What do I do? Anything in the escape tip to resume the game without dropping the sword? Keep the left mouse button pressed while you unpause using the escape key. No, that didn't work. Alright. Fine. Do I just have to keep pulling and eventually it will work? No! But wait. We got a little higher actually. Yes, if I just keep pulling, you see, if I drop it now, it falls down a good bit. So that means we've actually pulled it a little bit since last time. And that is good. What if I got an auto clicker? I wouldn't have to hold down the mouse button the whole time. Hang on, let me get an auto clicker. Here, we have an auto clicker now. So now. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so what I'm currently doing is I'm getting rubber bands around my mouse, and this way the mouse button will be pushed down all the time and I don't have to do that. We put a coin maybe beneath the rubber bands. Doesn't work yet. Let me just get more rubber bands and then I won't have to push down the mouse button the whole time. Alright, that's some proper engineering of me right there. So now we can do this much more easily. Is it called the pommel? Like the very tip of the sword there? On the handle, this round thing, I think it's called the pommel. So now it's almost at this leaf there. This very large leaf. Now, is it getting closer to that? Is it going to cover part of the leaf from my perspective eventually? So how long is it going to take me to pull out the whole sword? Well, if that smidge took, let's say, just 1 minute. Then the whole sword, if I consider how long... I mean, the blade is maybe halfway out. Yeah, not more than halfway, certainly. So if that smidgen took 1 minute, the whole sword is probably going to take, like, 15 minutes or what? You can't expect me to pull on this thing for that long. I feel like this isn't really a good idea. I mean, it's a cool engineering, putting a rubber band and 2 coins around your mouse to have the button get pushed down the whole time. It was worth playing it for that, yes, sure. It was also worth because I forgot to turn off the auto clicker when I tapped out of the game and started a bunch of applications. But am I really going to keep pulling this sword? I gotta say, somewhat it's motivating. You see, okay, I'm pulling out this sword and something is actually happening and you want to know what happens in the end, so it's like a bit like a clicker game. It's just somewhat motivating even though there's actually no point in doing it. Now, I still have to say that sitting here for 10 more minutes trying to pull out this sword is not all this appealing to me. If you still enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and maybe share with someone else who might also enjoy it. If you don't want to miss any further content and support this channel, please subscribe. And now I'm going to drop this sword. Boom! There you see. That's how far we've already pulled it out. But I don't care anymore. I'm just going to drop it. That's it. I'm not going to be king. Goodbye. See you next time.